Hello, and here's how to make your stained glass window art. So for this you're going to need your black stained glass templates, your ribbon, your pieces of cellophane, some glue and a pair of scissors. So first of all, take away the cellophane and the ribbon because we don't need those first, as well as the scissors and glue. And what you're going to do is you're going to separate these out because you actually have two pieces. Now if a piece of one of the inserts has fallen out, that's not a problem because we are now going to pop all of those inserts out to reveal the little windows. So go through popping them out, all of the windows on each side, until you are left with two empty templates. Now keep all of these little black bits that you have popped out. You can use those a little bit later on for making another piece of art, and I'll show you that at the end. But for now, pop them to one side, and you can also put one of your templates to one side because we actually only need one of those at the moment. So you're going to take your one template and we're going to fill this with the cellophane to make our beautiful stained glass. Now it's a good idea to pop down some scrap paper or some newspaper underneath, just so that while we're using glue we don't get glue all over your surface. So take your cellophane, your scissors and your glue and get ready to decorate. So you will need to flip your template over so it is the wrong way around. And then you're going to choose your colour of cellophane, and you can start anywhere you like. I'm going to start with the circle in the middle, and we're going to use this to fill all of the empty windows. So use your cellophane and measure out whereabouts it's going to be. Try and get the best use of space possible from your cellophane because we can use any of the other little bits for other crafts. So I'm measuring out how far I think this piece of cellophane is going to need to be, and make sure you leave yourself enough room so that it just slightly overlaps onto the black section, just so that it can glue down and hold properly. So I'm making one little snip to mark one edge and another snip to mark the other edge, and then I'm going to cut this out as a little square. You can measure properly and you can do it as a little circle as well. I'm going to cut mine out as a square. I'm going to lay it on and see where I need to trim. So I'm going to trim each of the edges and cut a little triangle off each side, but double check each time that you do it. So measure, make sure you don't chop off too much, and it just means you don't have any overhang out the sides of our template. So like I said, all of these little pieces of cellophane that are left over we can use for some of our other crafty projects. So make sure that you keep them safe, put them to one side. Why not use one of the bags that all of your crafty things have been supplied in, or put them in a little pot and keep them to one side for later. And now we're going to glue this down. So make sure it's right way up, and using your glue stick we're going to use the outside edge to draw a line of glue around, and you can see that I don't quite go right to the edge of the template, I go just above that, and I'm going to make a little ring of glue for this circle to sit on. Lay down your cellophane and then gently push to make sure it is properly stuck on, and try not to have any glue on your fingers so that we don't spread this onto the cellophane or template, though if you do you can just rub it to one side using your thumb and that will roll it off if you roll it towards the outside edge. Then complete your template by doing exactly the same as what we did before, measuring, cutting and gluing on, being very careful not to spread glue onto the other side of the template, out the sides or onto the cellophane. So there's the body complete, and now for the wings. Now once that's all done, you can flip this over, and we're going to use the glue to go back over all of the black card pieces on the template, because we're going to use this so that we can sandwich the other side on top. So the other template will go on top like a little sandwich to make sure that we've got both edges covered. So grab your other template, line it up, and then you're going to press it down so that they are properly glued together. Now grab your ribbon and feed it through the hole that is left over at the top. You're going to tie this into a knot so that you can hang your lovely piece of stained glass window art from your window. Enjoy the colours that it throws and see it shimmering in the sunlight for a lovely, beautiful piece of window decoration. So here it is without the newspaper behind, so you can see it's beautiful and colourful, and you can hang that somewhere for yourself to enjoy. Now, to use all of those little cutouts that came from the templates, you need to grab another piece of paper and all of your little templates, because we're going to use these to make like an inverse version of it. So we'll use all of the cutouts and we'll have colour around the outside instead. So take your template that you just filled in and completed, and you're going to use a pencil to draw around the outside of this and make yourself a little template. And go around the lines if it needs darkening up so you can see a little bit clearer what it is that you're doing. And then you're going to take each of these little segments, so follow what the shapes are on your completed piece of stained glass art, and then complete it on your piece of paper, and it's kind of like a little reverse jigsaw puzzle. And once you've got them lined up, you're going to glue them down. You can cut that out with a pair of scissors, and then you can also hang that from somewhere, and this is a great mobile for on our dream catchers as well.